Yeah.
You cannot make a video.
No, I'm just taking some pictures and video of the facility here, sir.
On whose behalf?
On my behalf, sir.
You can shut it down. You can. You're not allowed to.
Why aren't I allowed to?
You are not, unless you are a customer.
What do you mean? Of course I'm a customer of the DMV.
If you want to talk to somebody, talk to a supervisor, sir. But you're not allowed to. Until then, you're not allowed.
Can I get, you work for Allied Universal? Can I get your name?
No.
I can't get your name, sir?
No. You want to talk to a supervisor, sir?
I don't really need to talk to anybody,
so
sir.
So why are you making a video?
Well, if you identify yourself to me properly and you come at me with respect, then you start speaking with respect, then I can explain to you.
Do you see me yelling?
Just because you're not yelling doesn't mean you're being uncooperative.
I'm being respectful, sir. I'm just asking you, until you talk to a supervisor, just start making a video.
Yeah, no.
Until then, after that, you can do whatever you want.
No, this is a free country, so I can exercise my rights peacefully.
Problem with that whole thing right there with the free country thing, if you could videotape me and I don't really care about it. Right?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
If you're in a government building, government office buildings or anything like that, it's against the law to videotape unless you have the proper permits or anything else like that.
No, that's not true at all.
It is true because I've actually gotten almost locked up for doing that.
No, it's not true at all. Then they violated your rights, sir.
They violate my rights
in the United States Constitution, the Constitution, the First Amendment.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
the First
fine,
Amendment. I'm trying to explain. I listen to you. The First Amendment grants us the right of freedom of press.
Yes,
I'm an independent journalist.
Yeah. That is understandable. All right. But if you're a journalist, you ever notice if you go into a deal with News 12 or something like that, they're outside on the curb because they know to come into a building unless you have the proper permits and the authority to do it. In other words, it's just a bullshit pass you have to go get. You get that, you're allowed in. If you don't come in with that, right, it's illegal to film, and it's for public safety. It's not because they're trying to hide it.
They have cameras all over the place. What's the difference?
I know that.
No, it has nothing to do with public safety, sir. Really, it doesn't. There's nothing. I see you're trying to make a point, but I'm telling you that this is, I do this professionally. I'm an activist. I'm a First Amendment activist.
You're an activist?
I'm an activist and an independent journalist, and I exercise my freedom of press. And I'm telling you, I've been across this country, and there is no law that prevents you from filming inside of government buildings. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You could. Yeah. Then they did it. They do it. I'm not saying they. Look, he just came up to me. Right? They do it all the time, but they can't. This is part of government transparency and accountability. Who pays for this building? We do, right? And you're from Long Island. Like I'm from Long Island as well. We pay a lot in taxes, right? So we pay for this building. We have a right to access this building and to check up on our workers. That they work for us. We pay the taxes. I'm not causing a disturbance. You see me in here. I'm not trying to do anything. Yeah, I'm not. There's no hindrance of, and there's no expectation of privacy. Yeah.
You can't be recording in the building.
Hi, ma'am. How are you? Who are you?
You cannot record in the building.
Ma'am, hi. Can I know who you are and your position here? You're a supervisor for the DMV?
I am.
And your name?
You are?
I'm asking you for your name, ma'am. And then I'll gladly tell you who I am.
I'm not playing these games.
What games? Why do I have to be playing games? Yeah, go ahead. Have a good day, sir.
You can't record.
No, but nobody's playing games with you. I would ask you to calm down, take a deep breath, right? And de-escalate the situation.
So, last time I'm going to say, you cannot record in the building.
Why is that? Is it against the law?
It's a state building. This is state property.
State property,
not allowed
meaning public
to record
property.
In the building. So
why would that be,
put the
ma'am?
phone away, or we can call the police.
You do whatever you need to do.
Okay.
You do whatever you need to do. Completely ridiculous. They can call the police all they want. They can do whatever it is that they want. Don't get me on there. Oh man, people don't understand. You have no expectation of privacy in public. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, you weren't on the camera, man. You have no expectation of privacy in public, but nobody was recording you.
So you can't record. State building.
State building?
Yeah, you know.
Wait. Oh, who are you?
I'm a security guard here.
And your name?
You need to know my name. Federal building, state buildings can't record, sir.
Is it federal or state?
Federal. What do you think?
You said it's federal, then you said it's state. What type of building?
Federal and state.
It's a federal and state building?
No. The state law is a state law. Federal building is a federal building. This is a state building, so you can't record. So
Yeah, no.
signs posted everywhere.
Or, can you show me the signs?
Center manager will tell you, okay?
Oh, I spoke to a supervisor already. Yeah. Supervisor for who? Hi, ma'am. How are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
Can I help you with something?
No, I don't need any help.
Okay. Why are you recording?
Oh, I'm just taking some pictures and video. That's all.
For what?
Oh, wait, who are you?
I'm the manager.
For what?
The office.
The DMV?
Yes.
Oh,
For this DMV office. Yes.
for this DMV office. Okay. Yeah, I just spoke to a supervisor. What's your name?
Why?
I just not like to know who I'm speaking to.
Okay. Miss Peterson.
Peterson? My name's Sean.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, Miss Peterson.
Any reason why you recording?
Yeah, I'm just taking some pictures.
Curious.
Yeah, no, I'm just taking some pictures and video of the facility here. That's
For
all.
what purposes do you?
Oh, Miss Peterson, I'm just working on a story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm with DMV here. Apparently there's signs. I don't see any signs that say you can't record in here. There's no signs? Oh, sorry, so you lied to me? Okay, well, you know, that's all I'm doing. Just taking some pictures and video here, Miss Peterson.
All right.
That's all.
Sometimes people don't want to be recorded.
Well, I'm not recording any. The only people I'm recording are the people that keep coming up to me, talking to me. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, everything you just said, completely wrong and not true. Just so you know, so that way you don't say it again. There's no signs. There's no law. There's no nothing. All right.
Whatever you say, buddy.
I'm just trying to educate you here.
Whatever makes you sleep well.
It's not going to make me sleep any better than I already do. I'm just trying to educate you. You're a supervisor, you said, so you should know you're the supervisor of security. You should know that
This is a state building.
there is no law against it and there is no signs. Again, you're wrong. You can't do that. You're in a position of power. You're a supervisor. You're supposed to be training. You're just a regular security guard then? Gotcha. Well, at least everybody learned something here today, right? I was being cordial to you, right, man? Come on, I was.
I wasn't rude to you.
I'm not saying you were. Listen, I'm not saying you were. You were given bad information, right? Obviously, you're given bad information because she told you, I can record. So, I don't hold it against you, man. You're just trying to do your job, but that's why I do what I do, right? To help educate. And I don't want to, I'm not trying to cause any problems, all right? Take care.
Make sure you don't get me on camera.
My purpose is not to get you on camera.
You're getting everybody on camera and their information.
What information?
I'm talking about their phone numbers, their emails.
How do I don't have anybody's phone numbers, I don't have anybody's phone number or emails. Their information, how?
You're not asking nobody in here for permission to record it.
We don't need the permission, ma'am.
I didn't ask. I'm not talking to you.
I'm trying to educate you just a little bit.
you-
Just de-escalate a little
I'm
bit.
not-
De-escalate a little bit, that's it.
I'm not talking to you.
What? There's cameras all over this
I'm not talking
building.
to you, though.
This is public.
I'm not talking to you, honey.
When you took the job,
Get that camera off me before
What-
I call the cop on you because I
you could
cannot
do whatever you
permission.
want. Listen, I'm trying to de-escalate the situation with you.
There's nothing
You're
to
obviously
de-escalate
upset
because you're not
over a
talking.
camera, which is not a
We
big
were not having a
deal.
conversation.
Which is not a big deal. You're talking about me, so I'm going to inject myself into your conversation. I'm trying to calm down. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. There's no expectation of privacy in public. I am doing my thing. I'm standing right here.
Okay.
I'll put the middle finger, man. You alright? You good?
All right. Because you're a jacket.
You wanted to talk how you was
got
leaving.
nothing better to do with your
You
time
have-
than stand at the DMV like a fucking moron.
What are you doing right now? You're standing at the DMV, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's this? Oh, I'm doing something.
Oh, okay.
Unlike you, who's standing there wasting your fucking time.
Oh, I'm
You
wasting my
should be at
time?
work.
I'm
No,
working.
no, contribute
I am
to
working.
society.
I am working. I am working.
You're sitting here filming and fucking-
Bet you I pay more taxes than you. Guarantee you that.
Wish.
Guarantee you that. Be honest, man. You've watched my videos, right? So I know you've said, "Oh, if I ever saw this guy in real life, I'm here. I'm here." I know you said it.
Actually,
I know you said it before. If I ever saw this guy in real life, I'd.
you Long Island order guy?
Yeah.
No,
Of
all
course.
kidding aside. Right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm 100% with you.
Then why are you acting this way, then, man?
Because, listen,
For what? Come on. If you watch my videos, you know I'm not like that. You know I'm not like that. You know I'm not confrontational. Did I curse at you one time? Did I curse at anybody in there? I'm not like that. But you came over here acting aggressive, calling me a jackass.
well,
You
can I
know,
see you
giving me the
fucking filming
number.
me from the corner over there.
I had no
What the
idea
fuck
who you
doing,
were.
first
I had no idea.
I'm not here trying to give you a hard time. I'm all for your audit. I listen. I like that shit. I watch your videos. I don't even care. I don't like you.
Okay.
That's
see,
it.
See,
Straight up.
you just don't like me as a person.
Yeah. I don't like you.
But you're all for I don't understand. So you like
all
Long
for the
Island Audit?
Constitution.
Oh, you're all for
the
the Constitution.
100%.
I'm for free speech too. That's why you can say whatever you want to say about me, but it's
Listen, I don't come from a place where
But there's nothing. What am I doing that's bothering anyone? Why? How did you become so upset? I want to know. Why did you become so upset today with me? What did I do that made you so upset with me that you thought?
I'm standing here handling personal business, and you're sitting there doing God knows what on your
Just
phone.
just record.
I don't know what you're doing, but that's my personal business.
But I wasn't involved. I wasn't involved in your personal business.
Well, how do I know that? How do I know you're not fucking scoped in on me doing what I'm doing over there and worrying about what I'm doing?
Would somebody openly do that, or they would do it secretively? Come on.
Best place to hide is in plain sight, right?
I guess so. Guess so.
That's
Well,
it.
it's an interesting turn of events. Interesting turn of events.